You cheer, yeah, Katie? Or y'all just like miserable and sopping wet? Oh, good. Okay, we are in business. Now, can they hear me? Yes, I can see that. So, let's need that to go away. Okay, here we go. All right, the first one says if 15% of n is 30, what is 22% of n? Okay, in math class, what's of mean? Multiply. Of means to multiply, okay? Is means equals. So if we're going to write an equation to represent this, which I'm an algebra teacher, so of course I think about writing an equation. If you didn't do it this way, that's okay, as long as you got the right answer. I'm going to see this as 15%, so 0.15. So I make that a decimal, you know, with a percentage. You move the decimal 2 places, that gives you the percent. So 15% is 0.15. Of means to multiply. N is 300. So I just wrote myself an equation. 0.15 times n equals 300. Well, this is just a regular old equation, just like you did back in algebra. If it was 2x equals 4, what would you do if it was 2x equals 4? You divide both sides by 2, right? So over here, what are we going to divide by? 0.15. Cancel. N equals, what's 300 divided by 0.15? It's 2,000. Cool. Now, is 2,000 our answer? That's what the N is. Now it says, what is 22% of N? Well, again, percent is 0.22 of N, which is 2,000. So then you just multiply. What's 0.22 times 2,000? What is it? 440? So your answer is G. Make sure you have your work, not just answer choice G. Show your work, and you'll be good. Anybody have questions about that? Okay, number 2. What is the formula of a line that is perpendicular to y equals 1/3 x plus 9 and includes the point 3, 4? Okay, first thing we need to know is the perpendicular slope. What do you know about perpendicular slopes? Okay, it is opposite. If one's positive, the other one's negative. Okay, so it is going to be opposite, but it's also the reciprocal. It's the opposite reciprocal. So the slope of this one is 1/3. It's positive. So our slope is going to be negative, and then it's going to be 3/1 because it's the opposite reciprocal. So what does negative 3/1 actually mean? Just negative 3. So that means the only 2 options that you have are D and E. Okay? Now, how are you going to figure out which one's correct? You could graph it. What I'm going to do, I think the easiest way to do this is to do a check. Now, technically, the math teacher in me should tell you to use point slope form. So I should say you need to do y minus 4 equals m x minus 3, and you plug in your point, the point slope form. Your slope would be the negative 3. So this is like the mathy way to do it. If you're going to solve it using your math skills, that's what you would do. But you could simply just do a check and just plug in the x and see if you get the right y. So if I plug in 3, that's going to be negative 3 times 3 plus 5. What's negative 3 times 3? What's -9 plus 5? -4. Is it supposed to be -4? So that can't be your answer. So it has to be E, but let's just double check. So -3 times 3 plus 13. What's -3 times 3? What's -9 plus 13? +4. Isn't it supposed to be +4? That's the easy way to do it. So this would be E is your answer. And I did that using the check. Remember that you can always plug in and perform checks. That's going to be so helpful on the ACT because like David said this morning, like it's hard. It is. Like I am not the teacher that's going to stand up here and be like, oh yeah, you're going to do great. It's going to be so easy. It's not. It's not made to be easy. So if you're not sure what to do, and they give you an ordered pair, you can always plug it in, okay? So that would help you get the correct answer on that. Okay, so you should have bell ringers from last week. How many bell ringers did we have last week? 4, and then you're gonna have 4 this week, and then y'all will turn those into me, okay? If you already know that you'll be out on Thursday, y'all are leaving for vacation or whatever it is, turn that into me on Wednesday so that I'll have that. These are basically free points for you. If you do it, you show your work, you get your points. Oh, that's right. Okay. So you only had 3 last week. Okay. We are going to be in our book today. If you go to your module, all right, so today we are going to be working on the vertex form. You can see all that right there on Monday's lesson. You guys are still turning your work in on Canvas. Oh yeah, thank you. Look what I wore today and didn't wear. I totally forgot. I know. Those are really cute. Really cute. You don't cover your nose with the new ones? No, I just gave up on them. He got the coronavirus and he deserved it because they sit there just like that.
Did I tell you what I was talking about classroom? I mean, I'll share it with you. We could just attach you in every class. Anyway, I started a Google slide and it had a mask on it, 10 masks for each class period. Every time I tell someone to pull up a mask, they delete one.
Oh, wow.
One bonus point. So
they do that every day? You give them 10 bonus points every day or every week?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's from now until the end of the semester.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But still.
That's pretty good.
I don't ever get bonus points for them. So I'm like, if you have someone at your table.
Are they like shooting daggers at each other?
And you still want bonus. Better tell them.
There you go. Make Velma be the police. That's actually really smart. Thanks, Ms. Strong. Okay. What page? What did I say? 11-3? 106, 186. Okay. All right, 186. Y'all, Miss Strong makes the cutest earrings ever. I forgot to wear mine today. I also forgot we're doing that. It's just a drill. I can't remember. I think it's fire drill. No. It is a drill. What is this one? I need some paper. Y'all, it's a drill. They told us last week, they sent out emails and said we'd be having several this week. You know, the state like requires us to have these drills, probably for situations like this for teachers who don't have crap to cover their doors. No, this is not a fire drill. This is the.
Implement your fire drill procedures and evacuate the building.
What the F? Clearly, Miss Cole doesn't know what's going on. Get out the building before you burn.
Put the lock down the bell.
Okay. So let me just tell you, the reason we do that is because I don't know if y'all remember that shooting that happened where they pulled the fire drill. Everybody left their classroom and they got shot up. So that's why Mr. Badgley wants us to always lock our doors. But that was an accident. But he just turned it into a drill. I don't know if somebody pulled it or what happened. Either way, you guys did great. Everyone survived.
So we just got a shot right there.
Well, that's why we wait for Mr. Badgley. Whatever. Okay, all I'm going to do is tell you guys what vertex form is, and we'll have to just do this tomorrow. No way that we can get through this. I mean, what a waste. Y'all aren't disappointed that your education is shorted? Do you really? I know, me too, actually. I know, I miss Logan. He did not. Don't say stuff like that. Yes, I do. No, we're not going to get anything done. But we are going to get to the right page. And I'm going to tell y'all what vertex form is. Then tomorrow we can do it. We'll just keep rolling. You and that. You're going to get me in trouble. You know that Miss Johnson will be angry with me if she sees, especially Miss Bryant. She does not play. Okay, here we go, my dears. All right, so we're just going to chit chat a little bit today so I can kind of give you a little bit of the what's going on with this. And then tomorrow we will go into it. Y'all close those laptops and pay attention. Okay, so you guys know already that standard form for quadratics is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. That's your standard form. You know that, okay? So it tells you here standard form. Well, when you're graphing out a parabola, okay, graph out your parabola, you're going to have a point down there at the bottom where it turns, where your graph will turn. Okay, well, that point is called the vertex. Okay, so that is your vertex. It's one single point where your graph goes from decreasing, 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 and then it's still, it's not decreasing, it's not increasing, it's just at the bottom, and then flips it, and then it's increasing. Okay, so it's the change, the point where your graph changes the directions. That's called the vertex. Well, we have a form that is called the vertex form. Okay, so that form there is the vertex form. You can see that A right here is the same. Yes, ma'am. This is page 186. 186. So the A's are the same. Everything's fine. It's good to go. But there is no more B and C. There's an H and a K. Well, the H and the K is your vertex. H, comma, K. So if your vertex is over here located at, we'll say, -1, -3. Okay, we'll just say that's our vertex. What you would do is you would plug in y equals a, x, okay, minus h. So minus negative 1. So what am I going to write instead of writing minus negative 1? Plus 1 squared. And then k is negative 3. So instead of saying plus negative 3, I say minus 3. Now, a will obviously be a number depending on the stretch. Remember, if your parabola is just normal, its width is a 1, but it can become more narrow or it can become wider. Okay, a controls the width of your parabola. So this is the form that we're going to be working on, and what we're going to do is we're going to convert it from the standard form to the vertex form. Okay, but I'm not even going to start to teach you that today because it's a process that takes a while. So this is what we'll do tomorrow. I'm not going to give you homework. You can just relax tonight with math. I mean, it ain't no thank you to me. Thank you to the craziness that happened. So, whew, now it's warm in here. Are y'all warm? Whew.